Everyone is applauding you, but when you come home, why do you feel empty? Do you need success and money in order to feel valuable? If things do not go well, do you see yourself as if your own worth no longer exists? How do you tell the difference? When you reach a goal, you feel good. When you finish a task, you feel relieved. When someone appreciates you, you see yourself as enough. But the moment you stop, a voice rises inside you. I have to do more. I am still not enough. If I am not successful, my worth will disappear. If I am not producing something, I am falling behind. And after a while, life stops being something you live. It turns into an exam that constantly has to be proven. You have to be more successful. But most of the time, we do not ask this question. Am I trying because I truly want to grow? Or am I trying to prove that I am valuable? Because there is a very big difference between the two. Growth gives a person strength. But trying to prove yourself can eventually exhaust you. So tying your self-worth to success can harm you more than it helps you. You may still try to prove yourself, but if you do not build a life for yourself alongside that, you may fall into a feeling of emptiness when you finally achieve success. When you succeed, you feel good for a short while. Then that good feeling disappears and your mind immediately looks for a new goal. Okay, I did this, but what is next? I have to do better. This is not enough. And in this way, success no longer becomes something that nourishes you. It turns into something that constantly chases you. From the outside, you may look strong, hardworking, and disciplined. But inside, maybe you are very tired. Because when you tie your worth to success, even resting can make you feel guilty. When a day is not productive, you feel bad about yourself. When you make a mistake, you see yourself as inadequate. When you fail to reach a goal, it feels as if you have lost all your worth. But the truth is this. Failure does not mean you are worthless. Slowing down does not mean you are lazy. Resting does not mean you are falling behind. Not having reached a goal does not mean you are incomplete, because worth is not only about what you do. Your worth does not begin with your performance. Your worth does not exist because of your achievements. Your worth does not depend on other people appreciating you. Your worth is connected to your existence. Of course you can have goals. Of course you can want to grow. Of course, producing, achieving, and moving forward are valuable, but the problem is not wanting success. The problem is starting to ignore yourself when success is not there, showing yourself compassion only when you get good results, respecting yourself only when you stay strong, valuing yourself only when you are productive. These do not nourish self-worth. On the contrary, they make a person feel as if they constantly have to prove themselves. Today, ask yourself these questions. How do I treat myself when I am not successful? Do I immediately blame myself when I make a mistake? Do I feel guilty when I rest? When I do not receive appreciation, does it feel like my worth has decreased? Do I believe I constantly have to achieve something in order to love myself? Asking these questions may be a sign of something much deeper than being ambitious. You may have become used to measuring your worth through your achievements. But remember, you are not only as valuable as what you achieve. You are not only as important as what you produce. You are not only worthy of love when you look strong. Success can be a part of your life, but it cannot be the whole of your worth. If you want to make this distinction clearer, you can check out the free Awareness Notes guide in the description. In this guide, I explained 5 main reasons. Because when you live tied to success, approval, comparison, or your inner voice, it can become harder to notice your own worth. The link to the free guide is in the description. Remember, achieving is beautiful, but you do not have to keep achieving in order to be valuable. Do not forget to subscribe for daily psychology content.